Alright, and here we go. We have the first power. We'll go for Bouncing Blades. And now we are up against the Hextech Observatory. It has the power of observation, which is its normal power. All sides start with the Hextech Observatory, I believe. Yeah, we're going to keep our hand. Everyone gets a Mirror Mage, of course. We'll drop down Annie. And we'll also use the Blade's Edge on their Mirror Mage. Excuse me. And we'll drop down the Legion Saboteur. And we'll attack with all 3 units for a one-shot. Ooh, okay. We'll go for Ezreal here for sure. Oh, that Swinging Glaive is new. Whenever you strike, it creates a lucky find. That's pretty cool. Like that. Yeah, we're still going to go for Ezreal. And we have a support champion. We could go for Jhin. So we have Jhin and Ezreal on Annie. We'll go up against the Never-Ending Nightmare. And I think the item chest is after that, or champion item chest. I'm not sure. We'll see. The Evershade Stalker is actually kind of like more difficult encounter, but I think I could test myself here, see how this goes, since we did get like the best rewards possible in terms of champions on Annie. We'll drop down Annie, of course. And now we'll use Blade's Edge on their Mirror Mage, just like last time, to take it out immediately. And we'll use our 1 Mirror Mage to block the Oblivious Islander. So now we have unit advantage. And we can do a few things here, actually. We'll drop down the Boom Crew Rookie. Okay, they use Shroud of Darkness. That doesn't do anything just yet. Alright, they dropped down 2 Sinister Poros. That's fine. We'll attack with all of our units here. And we'll use Blade's Edge on their Nexus. And we already leveled up Annie. Okay, we clear the board once again. And we end the round there. Alright, they messed up by playing that unit. We'll be using Death's Hand on it. And we'll use Blade's Edge on their Nexus. And we'll be ending the match here. So, thanks to Annie having Luden's Tempest, and considering what Annie already does, our spells get to do quite a bit of damage. And thanks to the Mirror Mage, you get to be doubled. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Any of these are okay, except for the Prowling Projectile. Not as much on that one. But definitely on the Mana Soul Student and definitely on the Captive Greyback. I'm probably leaning more towards the offensive option with Mana Soul having Colossal Hammer. Now we have the Champion Item Chest. Here you can see all of our champions. Aren't they great? Quick Strike Blade's okay, I suppose. But it's not like it's going to change anything. So we'll use our reroll here. And we can give Annie tough, I suppose. Alright, and we'll go up against Jagged Butcher. And we'll get a power after it. They have the power, Butcher's block, so it's a plunder effect, basically. Whenever they activate plunder, they get 1/1. Unless I misread that. Okay, all units get plunder. That's fine. And we'll replace one of our Death's Hand, and we'll keep the other. That way we could end fast. We got the double Annie experience. Alright, we'll drop down Annie. And we'll do our usual. We'll use Blade's Edge on the Mirror Mage, which we get from our Bouncing Blades power. And we'll attack with both units, of course. And we almost win there. I guess we would have if we just used Blade's Edge on their Nexus, but it's okay. Okay, we'll end the round there. Alright, and we'll just use Blade's Edge on their Nexus, and that will be that. This is pretty much just free real estate at this point. Mirror Mage and Annie's incredible. Well, like Andy said, you guys could be our friends too by following on Twitch and checking us out on YouTube. We did drop a new video today. So there's that. Our YouTube channel and stuff's in the description below. Here we'll go for the Captive Greyback, sticking to the cards that we already have. And we have a power. Well, all these powers are kind of rough, so we'll reroll. Enfeebling Strike's good. That's pretty good for Annie, actually. And we have the item chest. All of these are good. Maybe less so on the Legion Saboteur. It's just going to get torn up with Quick Strike. But I guess to utilize its attack power more. Spellslinger or Shadow Totem's useless. Doubling dice on Disintegrate's fun. But I can't really use that much. Use it that well. And we have the healing node. We heal to full health before taking out Ezreal. Ezreal has his normal power, which is target practice, I think. Since we went up against Ezreal earlier in our stream, I don't know if you guys need me to explain it to you, like what this does. So we'll just not do that. And we're gonna keep our starting hand. We want a scaling cost of units on our hand. And we don't get any first for once, which does change a little bit. We'll drop down the Legion Saboteur. Okay, maybe that was the wrong option. We used Blade's Edge on their Nexus. Mirror Mage for Ezreal is pretty rough, I suppose. It's just as good as me having it. We'll drop down our Mana Soul Student to discourage them from attacking. They use Static Shock again. We'll block accordingly and take out their Gearhead, and we'll lose our Mana Soul Student, but we do heavy damage to their Mirror Mage, and they won't be able to attack with it unless they buff it up. Here we'll drop down Annie. And we'll use Guile on their Sump Dredger. So much going on. And we'll drop down the Boom Crew Rookie. And now we'll attack with all of our units here. They can't block since they are stunned. Now we get to level up from Annie. Alright. And we have these three options. We'll go for Pickaxe on Annie, and that would actually let her play offensive. More offensive, at least. And we have the power to pick from. We already have Enfeebling Strike. We don't need Over Prepared, and we don't need Dragon's Rage. We could go for Sorcery. We have quite a few spells, I suppose. And out of these options, I'd rather go up against the Intrepid Mariner. It's more fun. It's more chaotic, too. They have the power to keep searching, and they shuffle my hand back into my deck after every round. And they do the same, I believe. So hopefully we get Annie pretty early on. Our starting hand is irrelevant, since it would be replaced. Awesome, we do get Annie. So we'll drop Annie and use Guile on the Fallen Feline. And we'll attack with both units for 15 damage. They're unable to block since they're both stunned. And we'll end the round there. Okay, cool. We'll start by dropping down Ezreal. And here, we'll use Death Sand on their Academy Prodigy, and we'll block the Mirror Mage with our Mirror Mage. Okay, and we'll pass. Here we'll drop down Jhin. We'll use Blade's Edge on their Practical Perfectionist, and we'll use Mystic Shot on their Fallen Feline. Since it is our attack turn, I'm taking it a little slow. I could have won if I used Blade's Edge on their Nexus, thanks to Mirror Mage. And we'll attack with all of our units. And we'll end the match here. This is pretty fun, I have to say. Like, just having these three champions on board's pretty crazy. Ezreal, Annie, and Jhin. And not just that, but the double Jhin experience, of course. Thanks to him having Shadow Totem. Alright, and we have our rewards, of course. We will definitely go for the Mystic Shot that has Summoner's Stone. Summoner's Stone is awesome, and we'll go into the Spells chest since we don't need the healer. And we will pick... I don't like any of these, truly. But I suppose I'll go for Confront. And we have a shop to pick from. Oh yeah, we have the Raven Bloom Conservatory. I don't know why, but they love giving me that card whenever I play Annie. And I guess we'll go for 2 of these since I don't see anything else I care for. Yeah. Oh, I didn't check the power. Oops. Oh, yeah, I did. Chilling Prophecy. Alright, well, we don't want Chilling Prophecy. We have the choice between the Academic and the Soul Squirrel. We either get Champion Item Chest or another shop. We have a lot of gold, but we'll go for the Champion Item Chest since we already have 3 champions. More items on them and more copies of them is good. The Academic has the Power of Progress Day. And I'll let you know what that does once we get into the match. Every day is Progress Day. The cards I draw cost 2 less this round. That's about it. And we're going to keep our hand. Sand's pretty nice for us. We'll drop down Annie here. And that will stun their Mirror Mage. We'll use Guile on one of their armed gearheads. And we'll use Blade's Edge on their Mirror Mage. And that takes it out, of course. And brings us closer to leveling up Annie. And if I wanted to, I could use Disintegrate on the armed gearhead now to level her up, actually. Oh, it didn't get doubled. Oh well. We'll end the round there. I guess it wasn't a creative spell, so that makes sense. We'll use... Well, actually, we'll drop down the Boom Crew Rookie first. And now we'll use Guile on one of their gearheads. And that will level up Annie. Okay. Before it does that, we're going to use Blade's Edge on it to take it out so it can't use its swap power. Or skill, not power. And I'm going to attack with all 3 units, bringing us even closer to ending. Unfortunately for us, Annie doesn't have Overwhelm, so we aren't able to do as much damage to their Nexus as we would normally do, but that's okay. We'll use Guile here to stun their Sump Dredger. And we'll drop down the Mana Soul Student. And here we'll use Blade's Edge. If we use it on their Nexus, they eat 12 damage, so I'm cool with that. And they decide not to attack, so we win next turn, pretty much regardless. We'll do things a little fancier. We'll drop down Jhin. We'll now use Guile on their Sump Dredger. They don't have any cards in hand either, by the way. And they're just going to get destroyed by me using Guile. Okay, that works. Like I said, it was a little bit fancy. I was expecting them to not get defeated by that, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. Alright, we're going to go for Lord Broadmane here. He synergizes really well with Annie and Jhin and Ezreal. And we also have the champion item chest here. I guess we can now give Annie Overwhelm. That's good for us. We have the healing node. We'll look to cut a card, I suppose. And we can cut Confront. There's nothing else to do. Yeah, we'll cut Confront. We don't need that. And now we're up against Karma. They have their typical power, Guided Meditation. Everyone starts with 10 mana gems. Except I would technically get more because I get my spell mana back every turn. So, that's fun. Alright, we don't need 2 copies of Annie. And I don't think we need the Mana Soul Student, but I guess it's not that bad. Yeah, we'll just replace Annie. Death's Hand's good, though. For sure. Alright, we'll drop down Annie. They do have the attack token. I wonder if that means they quadruple spells. But, okay. Well, we'll use Blade's Edge on Karma. And we'll use Death's Hand on their Gold Protector. And we'll use the other Death's Hand on their Mirror Mage. We'll see how they like that. Ooh, that also gave us our Mana Soul Student and Legion Marauder, too. Awesome. And we'll drop down our other 2 units in hand. And we'll end the round there. I think we'll be able to win if we just attack upright. Or outright. Not upright. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing they can do. That was pretty fast. That was pretty good for a 2-turn knockout. Alright, and we take out their Mirror Mage too, but hey, we win anyway, so